Hi everyone, my name is Kristin Hayes and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and today I'm going to show you how to make this pretty card using a new stamp set out of the new annual catalog. So let's get started. We're going to start with a piece of the thick Very Vanilla, and I do prefer the thick when I'm using it as a card base or a tag or something like that. So this is cut at 8.5 by 5.5, and I did score it at 4 1/4. And then I have a layering piece of the basic black, and this is cut at 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. So we're just going to adhere that onto our base. Whoop. There we go. Let me line that up. There we go. And then the next piece I have is a piece of the Pear Pizzazz, and this is cut at 5 1/4 by 4. I did already run this through the Big Shot with the brick and mortar embossing folder. That's this one right here, and we're going to doctor it up a little bit. So to start with, we're going to take our Pear Pizzazz ink, and I have a sponge dauber, and we're just going to go over it and shade the bricks a little bit. And all that does is it emphasizes some of the dimension in the brick, just to give it a little more texture. You can see from this side to this side, you can see the outlines of the bricks a little bit better. This is a step you can obviously skip if you're in a hurry, but I just think it adds a little more to the project, and it just makes the embossing folder jump to life. Alrighty. Then what we're going to do is we're going to use our new water painters. Now, I didn't think I needed these. I have the aqua painters, but these are so nice. They come with 3 different tips. I'm going to show you quick. You have a nice thin tip here. Then you have the medium tip, which is what we're going to use today. I'll just leave the cap off of that one. And then you have a nice paintbrush tip. I just think they're gorgeous. And they seem to hold more water. They seem to be a little sturdier. I don't know. I like them, of course. I like most of everything that Stampin' Up! Does, which is why I'm a demonstrator. Okay, so anyways, what we're going to do is, you can see in the sample here, I have a little bit of black splatter on the bricks just to give it some more dimension. So what we're going to do is we're just going to take the cap of our Memento Black, and I'm just going to do a few drops into the lid. Let me get everything else out of the way because I can be messy. And so when you're using this, you can see it says right on it, push. You want to make sure you're getting water down into the tip, and you can, I don't know if that's picking up on camera, but you can see that there is water coming down in. So we're just going to pick up the black on our tip, and we're going to flick it. And if you need to get more, just get more. There we go. And I don't want to cover the whole thing, but I just wanted some splatter. So then before I put this away, I'm just going to get the black off so it doesn't dry on there. And I'm just using a tissue and just squeezing some more water out just to get the ink off. And it will stay a little stained, but as long as it's not transferring more black ink, see, it's already out. All right, so let's put that aside. And now I ended up getting some water on there, but that's okay. It'll add to the effect. Okay, so then what we're going to stamp is our pear right here. And we're going to use the See the Good stamp set. I think this is just gorgeous. I don't know why I love it so much, but I just do. And I love the font. I love the saying. And then you have a thank you as well. It's just beautiful to me. So I'm going to come in with a piece of Very Vanilla, and this is just a scrap piece that I had. And let's see, here's the stamp. And I'm going to give it a little extra dimension with just a little bit of the Pretty Peacock. So we're going to stamp in the Pear Pizzazz, ink it up rather. that's not even in frame. There we go. I think that's better. And then I'm going to take the Pretty Peacock, and I'm just going to use my Pretty Peacock sponge dauber, take a little bit off, and then just gently go around the edge there just to give it a little more dimension. And then we're just going to stamp it right in the middle here. There we go. All right, now we're done with these two, so let's get these out of the way. And then we're going to take our sentiment and we're going to stamp directly over the pear. And this is the "when I see the good in the world, I see you." I just love that. So I'm going to stamp directly over the pear. There we go. All right, so now what I'm going to use is the Hippo and Friends Dies. Now this comes with has a matching stamp set for these pieces. I didn't end up getting the stamp set, at least not yet. I just don't, it's a little more childish, and I don't really have little kids in my family right now. But I loved these layering pieces, and there were enough of them that I thought I could definitely make good use out of those. So what I did is I already ran the basic black through the biggest one for a layering piece, and then we're going to use the second biggest one to cut this out. So let me just bring up my Big Shot. Alrighty, so I'm just going to take a minute and make sure that it's all in the framelit. And then we're just going to run it through. Oops, didn't go all the way. There we go. All right, and then I'm going to take it one step further, and I'm going to come in with my embossing folder, the subtle embossing folder. So let me just switch out my plates, just to give this some more texture as well. All right, and where is that subtle? Here it is. So we're just going to lay this in here under the plastic, and then just run it through the Big Shot. Let's get that put away and out of our way. And then you can see it's just got nice texture on here. I just think that's pretty. All right, so then we're going to layer this on. Let me just get rid of these framelits over here so I don't, or dies rather. All right, so then I'm going to use some dimensionals, and it looks like they're not on my table. Let me just, I have a new pack here. And we'll grab a new sheet out. All right, so I'm going to use dimensionals on the Very Vanilla to go on to the basic black. Take those off. Just to raise that up. And then what we're going to do is we're going to add some ribbon to our brick here. I'm just trying to see which way I want to put this. I think I'm going to put that here. Okay, so the ribbon I have is the Forever Greenery Trim Combo Pack, and it comes with this really pretty, I think it's Very Vanilla, even though the Forever Greenery seems to be mostly white base, but this matches the Very Vanilla to me. And then this gorgeous gold trim. We're not going to use the gold trim today, but I just wanted to show it to you because they do come together. So then we're going to just cut a piece across and adhere this to the back. Let me just lay it across here so I know where I want it. Flip it over. And then we're just going to add some more adhesive to the back. Whoop. There we go. And place that right on our base. So then what I want to do is I want to put some more dimensionals on the back of the black. And we want to go over that ribbon, so I just want to put it on the top and the bottom, just so we don't have another part raised up higher than the other. And I'm going to come in right here, and then we're going to make a bow with the same ribbon that we used. Let's see how quick I can do this on camera. Not too bad. So then I'm just going to fuss with it. This one's a little bit harder to fuss with, but I'm going to fuss with it to get it to the size I want. And that looks pretty good. I wanted a pretty decent sized bow today. So I'm just going to trim off the sides and make sure it looks nice how I want it. Maybe tuck it. There we go. That would be nice. Okay, so then we just need a glue dot for the back of this. And I'm just going to adhere it here. And I'm going to tuck that tail piece right under there, just so it's not getting in the words, so you can see that nicely. And then the last little detail we're going to do is we're going to use some of these gold pearls, metallic pearls, I think they're called. And they do have adhesive already on the back. And we're just going to come in, scoop them up, and put a few around, just to add a little more detail to our card. Oop, that one wants to get away from me. There we go. All right, and that's all there is to it. So here's our original. You can see the bow's a little bit flatter. I'm not sure why or how I did that flatter than I did on this one, but it's okay. You can just tuck it in underneath. So there's our original, and there's the one we made. I hope that you enjoyed watching. Thank you so much for watching, and all of my links will be listed down below. Thank you.